Time now for another look at the forecast. We're coming off of some mild weather today.
Oh yeah.
Sunny skies, and now it's still pretty mild out there right now as we speak.
Yeah, a lot of fog beginning to form in parts of the area, and the temperatures are still pretty mild, still near 50 degrees out there, which is close to our average high. We're going to start with a view up at Blowing Rock. Just came up back from there this weekend. Winterfest, packed crowds up there, even though the weather was a little warmer than you like for Winterfest. But that's for an area where we start to see the fog form pretty quickly. And you can see there in downtown Blowing Rock, starting to see some of that fog develop quickly. From our Dallas camera, you can see we've got some layered clouds. So there's low clouds near the surface. You actually see them forming there. That's the fog. These are the mid and upper level clouds, which are way up there. Now, dense fog overnight, cold rain midweek. This really starts late tomorrow into Wednesday. Drier and colder for the weekend. So we get a chance to dry out, but this could be the coldest air we've seen in a while. This is probably what it's going to look like when you're out the door tomorrow morning. Make sure you give yourself plenty of time. Use those fog lights, the low beams if you can. Again, temperatures will be right around 50 degrees. That's really warm for a morning low. That's where we should be for an afternoon high temperature. But during the day, I do think those southwest winds will keep us pretty mild, back near the low 60s. And again, not a huge chance of rain tomorrow. It's mainly going to be mist or drizzle that will form in those low clouds as we go into the afternoon. Now, we're not too far away from winter weather. There is quite the ice storm and sleet storm going on in parts of Arkansas, northern Texas. I mean, the roads are a mess all the way into western Tennessee, into the Ohio Valley. That's basically a stalled Arctic front. Look at the temperatures behind it. Single digits and teens, and while we're on the warm side in the 50s, 60s, and even 70s still tonight down in parts of Florida. Now, we're going to be on the edge of that front for the next couple of days, and we're going to see little buckles or waves of low pressure form on the front. The biggest rain chances actually come Wednesday into Thursday. You see that 70% chance Wednesday. On Thursday, about a 90% chance. But here's the thing. As this front buckles north and south, we're going to get in on the cool side. Not the wintry side, but enough of a northeast wind that we're going to get that wedge, that dreaded Carolina wedge, where it's just miserably cold with temperatures in the 40s, mist, drizzle, and pockets of heavy rain. Kind of the worst setup. You almost wish it was snow because it's going to be so cold and damp out there. Enough rain with the saturated soils. We have a low-end risk in the green on Thursday for some flash flooding, rapid runoff. The ground is completely saturated this time of year. No vegetation, low sun angle, all the ingredients to keep the ground really, really moist. You see some pink show up occasionally in the mountains. Not going to be shocked to see a little bit of freezing rain in some of those trapped high mountain valleys where the cold air gets stuck. We go into Wednesday night into Thursday. Here comes that next batch of precipitation. And again, at times, you see maybe a little bit of icing in the mountains. That cold air will be on the move, though. And eventually by this weekend, that front will push through and we'll get into some cooler air. And that's going to cool us off, especially Friday, Saturday into Sunday. Maybe the coldest high temperatures we've seen all month long, believe it or not. It has been an incredibly warm January. So this weekend will feel that much colder compared to the top 10 warmest Januaries on record that we've had so far. And by then we're going to be into, early February. Here's a look at your Guy Roofing 7-day forecast. So 62 tomorrow, but by the weekend, we could be struggling to get into the 40s with the mix of sun and clouds. Few showers on Sunday. 10 days into the future, though, cold doesn't last. The 60s are back by the time we get to the middle of next week.
Man, it's been a roller coaster for a long time.